What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrubae here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and today we're going to be talking about the guy that somehow managed to live in an airport for 3 months before anyone found out about it. Yeah, pretty nuts, and let's go. Nice rack and her ass Brazilian, just turned 21, but my bank's a million. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can all agree that airports are not exactly the most fun place to be. Where you get after the airport is exciting, but I think all in all, like if you've ever been in an airport trying to make a connecting flight or been at the airport really early in the morning, they're not a fun place. It's not some place I'd want to be for 3 months, but I guess for some people it's a little different. California man who lived at Chicago airport for 3 months without being detected, exempted from trespass charge. I feel like you have to exempt him from the trespassing charges if he just wasn't noticed for 3 months. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a situation where they told him to leave and he didn't leave for 3 months. Nobody even made him aware of the fact that what he was doing was wrong. I'm just saying, whichever airport this was has really got to up the security game. You know what I mean? Like, if you just have somebody living in your airport for 3 months and nobody notices, clearly whoever's running the security cameras isn't paying very much attention. I know there's probably a lot of people coming and going in an airport, but 3 months is an insanely long time for one guy to be in an airport. Unless he's like changing clothes and showering in the bathroom, eventually you'd think they'd catch on. This guy literally has the sneaking around skills of like Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. The man who was discovered after living without being detected at O'Hare International Airport for 3 months was cleared of relevant criminal charges this week in a case that has raised security concerns at one of the world's busiest airports. A Cook County judge found 37-year-old Aditya Singh not guilty Tuesday of felony in violation of an airport's restricted area. This guy, yeah, like this should raise more security questions than it does about this guy. Obviously, no one should want to be living in an airport for 3 months, and there's definitely something going on there that, maybe they'll explain, but like clearly there's something up. But at the same time, kind of embarrassing that one of the most secure places on earth just had a dude sleeping there for 3 months before anybody noticed. O'Hare International Airport, yeah, that's like one of the busiest airports in the country, one of the busiest airports in the world, and like they just had some dude living there for a while. Some of these airports can be massive though, like, if this guy's bouncing from hotel to hotel, I can understand how it would be confusing, but that's not exactly what happened. It's not like this guy was doing a whole heck of a lot to not go detected. It's actually almost impressive how little effort he put in to like avoid anyone and how long he was able to like just be in the airport. It's actually kind of impressive. This is only something that could happen if you weren't trying to do it. Like before any of you dumb YouTubers out there decided to start trying to make the hiding in an airport challenge a trend, I wouldn't suggest it, because it's literally dumb luck that this guy somehow made it 3 months hiding here. Judge Adrian Davis has directed a verdict without the defense having to argue. Singh continues to face a separate escape charges related to the alleged violations of electronic monitoring. Although he was on bail earlier this year, the case is due to go to court on Friday. After arriving in the United States 6 years ago to pursue a master's degree, he flew from Los Angeles to Chicago on October 19th to travel home to India. Honestly, the fact that the judge dismissed felony charges and they weren't there to argue, usually a good sign. But I do have to say, it says that he was there on a connecting flight from LA to India, right? And he landed on October 19th. So unless my math is horrible, which it could be, it means that this dude spent all of the holidays in the airport and the new year. He spent the busiest time of the year in the airport. My goodness, this guy must have been on like people watching Olympic teams, dude. That's my favorite part of the airport personally, is just kind of people watching. Not in a weird way, but just like, there's a lot of different type of people at the airport, and it's fun to just watch people be characters. I can't imagine the type of people watching you get after 3 months at the O'Hare airport. I'm kind of jealous, dude. Do you have any idea how popping the Storytime channel would be if I spent 3 months living in an airport, like a busy airport, the story times that I would have eventually had to have picked up on? How many Karens he's had to have seen, like, lose it at TSA security. Okay, he probably was not going near the security place after 2 months of hiding in the airport, but you guys know what I mean. Like, this dude has probably seen some really funny stuff. This guy could write a sitcom. That's what I want. Yo, Netflix, if you're looking for another original, here we go. I want a series about the dude who lived in the airport because he definitely saw some funny things. There you go. When referring to the flight he was supposed to take back to India, he never did it. Prosecutors said Singh told authorities that the coronavirus pandemic made him too afraid to fly, so he stayed at the airport instead, often relying on the kindness of strangers to buy him food. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not like this guy was in secret snake mode sneaking around the airport. No, he was just kind of vibing, walking from store to store, doing his thing in the airport. Like, you kind of gotta love it. If people were so aware of the fact that he had been in the airport for a long time that they're just like buying him food and feeling bad for him, then obviously he's not doing a very good job at laying low key and it being a secret. Like, it's not like they could pretend that, oh man, you know, we really pride ourselves on noticing if there's weird people in the airport. But this dude, 3 months later, while like, you know, grandma's buying him dinner at Chili's. Airport food is expensive. This guy's got to be very charismatic if he's getting people to buy him food at the airport. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this guy really should start a YouTube channel. The stories. Seriously, though, he told authorities he was afraid of the coronavirus. I could understand that. You know what I mean? You're going to a different country, rules changing a lot. I could understand getting a little bit afraid. I don't necessarily understand hiding for 3 months, though. That seems a little bit excessive. Like, whatever, you miss your flight, you think you messed up, maybe for a day. 3 months, 90 days in an airport is an insanely long time, though. Like, the fact that you didn't get tired of it and come clean a little bit sooner is out there. Singh hid in a secure area of the airport terminal with access to shops, food, and public restrooms until his arrest on January 16th after 2 United Airlines employees asked for his ID. According to prosecutors, he showed them the airport's passport badge, which announced the disappearance of the operations manager at the end of October 2020. His arrest made headlines around the world in comparisons to the Tom Hanks 2004 film, The Terminal. Well, like, yeah, how are you not supposed to find this story interesting? It's not every day you hear about spending an extended period of time in the airport, period. Like, even if somebody said they spent a week in the airport, that would still be weird to me. This guy managed to do it for 3 months during the busiest time of the year without being detected. And the only reason he got caught wasn't even like, you know, the security finally catching on to him. The 2 United Airlines people that asked for his ID are kind of the heroes of this story, you know? Like, who knows how long this dude would have kept hiding in this airport if those people wouldn't have asked for his ID in that moment. Clearly nobody else had noticed him there. Like, it's really just luck of the draw that he didn't get noticed sooner. I just think that this story is insane. As I said, your luck's just so good to not get noticed for 3 months in an airport that, like, you couldn't try to do this. I honestly just have to wonder if he was kind of relieved to get caught. Like, at that point, was he just in too deep? He'd been doing it for 3 months. It's too late to back out now. Finally, when someone asks for his ID and he gets caught, he's kind of like, kind of grateful that, like, that at least he doesn't have to live in the airport anymore. I can't imagine, like, the smells you have on you after living in an airport for 3 months. Not very pleasant. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video, though. I just thought that this story was interesting, crazy. I would love to hear more about it personally. You know, if the guy somehow sees this video, make a YouTube, tell stories about you living in an airport. That's nuts. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. It really helps the channel. If you want to support me more, you can check out the intro song linked down below, along with a link to my podcast, The Scuffed Cast, or of course you could use code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout. Great way to get G Fuel energy and help me out. Other than that, you could also check out the story times that I've put on Spotify. I will put a link at the top of the description, but basically I'm going to be posting story times on Spotify more often now because y'all have been asking for it, so go ahead and check that out. But on that note, guys, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.